Scott here, Scotty's Animals. This isn't one of those great moments, but this is when we do what we have to do. I just buried Timmy. I had to put him to sleep. I took him to Dr. Camphor, and I don't know the best way to explain this. He was having so much trouble getting up, as everybody knows, but he couldn't get up anymore, and he was wincing in pain practically every moment of the day, and it just wasn't fair for him. I knew this was coming. I had talked with Dr. Camphor about this before, and she actually said that there was a possibility that he could break his hip sometime, and that he would have to be put to sleep as his Satin syndrome progressed and his bones got more brittle. I didn't want him. It's so hard to go from caring for these guys and doing everything you can to make them feel good and comfortable, to then making the decision to end their life. But I did it because he wasn't comfortable anymore. He wasn't feeling well. Everyone was telling me that his quality of life has deteriorated, and it's true. I've never had to do that before, and it was incredibly hard. And I get messages every day practically of people telling me that they've lost their piggies, and I sympathize because I know what it's like. I've gone through it. I'm always going through it. When you work at a rescue, that's just part of it. And I have a video, 10 reasons why you shouldn't get guinea pigs, and one of them is if your heart's not strong enough to take this, and if you're going to have guinea pigs in your life, and so Mike is left over, Mike is alone. And so this video isn't just about saying goodbye to Timmy. This video is about Mike and celebrating Mike as well as Timmy, because if you go back in time, you'll see that I paired Mike and Timmy up because Mike is one of the most docile pigs that I've ever met. He's basically a turtle. And he was so generous and gentle and nice to Timmy during these last couple days when Timmy couldn't move, and I would put Timmy in an igloo or a little house and Mike would climb in. So I ended up cutting a box that was bigger, that had more space, so that they could both sit in it together. But it was remarkable to see the clear empathy that Mike was showing. So this video is also about Mike, and about what are we going to do with Mike, and finding Mike a friend and trying to figure that situation out. But you see that tree back there with the Y? That's where Timmy is. And he's with Tito. And he's with Snoop. And he's with Rawhide and Louie. And all the pigs that I've lost already. Thank you guys for all the sympathy and all the kind words. You know, we'll get through this. It's just about taking that love and caring for the ones that are here, keeping them in your heart, the ones that are gone. So we're gonna do that. Here's Timmy, and he's right next to Tito and Snoop and Louie right there. This is a stone from Malaga Cove, which is one of my favorite scuba places. And these are like air bubbles in a volcanic rock. But it's a special stone for a special boy. And in a lot of ways, it mirrors the effects of his satin syndrome on his bones. Well, we're trying these boys together. They used to live together for a long time, but they forgot how much they love each other. Mike's lived with so many people because he's so agreeable and gets along so well. Because he's a scaredy pig and he likes to hide in his house. Get him, Mike. You tell him, you say, this is my house, I'm the boss, and if you want to live with me, then you have to respect me and my rules. Boys, I got my hand covered with a fleece. This is almost like a girl bonding with Mike because I feel like a lot of his protests are bluster and fluff, and he does a lot of nose punching. He's not much of a biter. Mike's not used to having somebody romp around his space because Timmy would just plop on a mat and he wouldn't move. You tell him, Mike. Rule number 1. I get all the treats. You can have my leftovers. Yeah. You can have some hay if you want. But the lettuce and the carrots are mine. What do you think, Mike? He's being pretty good. Billy's been a wild man before. But now he seems like he's being pretty nice. If you'd stop crying. I did just change this fleece, but this is Mike's territory. But Billy lives over there, and Billy's always, I bring him in here a lot. You know, you could get all psychological and say, oh, should I have cleared the space? Should I do this in a completely neutral territory? I don't know if that always matters, especially when it's with pigs that you know really well. So, at the rescue, we do it in neutral territory. But here, all these spaces are the same, and I know these boys really well. So as long as Billy can do his thing, which he's used to doing his own thing. What are you sniffing? If he can just leave Mike alone. What are you gonna do, Bill? Don't chit-chatter. He's protesting from a laying down. Not very aggressive stance. What are you chewing on? Okay, so I'm gonna let them do their thing for a few minutes. Put Billy's pellet bowl in here. How about that? That's familiar, isn't it? That's yours. Hey, Mikey. You can't flip that bowl, it's too big. Here we go. You gonna flip it? What a handsome fellow. Billy's over there doing his thing. This is a 2x4 CNC cage. How did I know you were gonna do that? Oh, relax. Here, Bill. You can have the rest. Billy's more interested in the funky smells in the bowl. Boys. This is about as far as it goes. That's pretty much it. Of all the people that I could get possibly to live together again, was that a popcorn?
To live together again. Was that a popcorn?
To live together again. Was that a popcorn? I haven't seen Billy Popcorn in so long. I'm going to have to check the tape. Was that a popcorn, Billy? Are you happy? What are you doing, Billy? Who's that? Gary! Gary, who is that? You see him? He's like, what? Oh, I missed it. Billy, are you having fun? Be a good boy now. Oh, you're popcorning. I saw that. Billy's pretty happy. I don't know if I've ever seen Mike popcorn ever. But I do see him dream. And he flaps his ears just like he's doing right now. It's okay, Mike. You're in your house. Oh! Mike's kind of a nose puncher. Better wrap my hand, though. Boys, don't fight. Billy, you're too old to fight. You don't need that. Look how handsome. Nothing like a little cilantro to calm things down. I should do a poll right here. Does cilantro taste like soap, or does it taste delicious? Are we about to have one of those Lady and the Tramp moments? Almost. Mike, he's not gonna hurt you. Mike actually weighs more than Billy, if you didn't know. Mike's at about 1,500 grams, and Billy's only 1,350. Billy is longer, but Mike is rounder. We love our pigs in all shapes and sizes here. And colors, beautiful colors. I really hope this works. So far, so good. And what are you doing, BB? Mike's over here complaining. Weep, 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 weep. I did a little rearranging. These guys are still where they've always been. But now Billy and Mike are in the corner. Pipsqueak and Dice are here in the middle. And Gary is where he was. But now Nate is up here. And I need to redo the signs. I miss Timmy so much. But I am grateful that I was able to get all my boys together in some way, and everybody's up off the ground. So now I have room. Well, here's the Fosters. They're still here, but they're going to be going to the rescue hopefully soon. And then I've got enough room under here to do some more fostering. I'm excited to see Nate come out of his shell. I'm excited to see Dice also. He's a little apprehensive, but these guys have actually been really sweet together. They're building up trust slowly. And these guys are back together again. So, thanks again, DNAFI, for sending me the amazing rock house. Mike has been camped out. And it's not just the Heidi itself, but she sent me like 5 round pads to go in on the floor there, because Mike's living in it 24/7 basically. So it's great to have enough of those pee pads that I don't have to do laundry every day or put it out of commission. So, because Mike really, really likes it. He loves it. But if he comes out of it, Billy runs into it. They've got enough little houses in here to not cause any fights. Mike's just a crybaby. These are the only 2 single boys now. Hopefully the bonds that we've built will stay, and maybe the wall over here can come down. I've seen some popcorns after interactions like this. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? What do you think, Nate? We're still working on him. Mike used to be with Snoop, right? Our man Snoop. But Snoop was always pestering Mike a little bit, and Mike was not happy. It was manageable, but not great. Timmy, on the other hand, when I first rescued Pipsqueak, Pipsqueak was still being nursed back to health, and he was very young. But now that he's a rambunctious teenager, he's been asserting himself more. Mike was always a very submissive pig. And Timmy, as I've mentioned before, he has mobility issues, and he was found in a park with mange. He's had a long road of recovery and health. But he's great now. But he does have mobility issues with his back legs. But these guys are the most submissive of all of them. This is baby Timmy.